the finish line, you know, and that's just another thing. Like, just sometimes you might think you're gonna get there faster than you really are. Like, sometimes that finish line is just, it seems like it's just pushed back, but you just got to get there. You just got to get there. It's there. The finish line is there, right? But things happen. You have setbacks. You have, you know, the adversity. Get to the finish line. Just keep going. Just keep pushing. Keep going forward. Something might bring you back. Keep pushing forward. Something might slow you down. Keep pushing forward. Do not fucking stop.
If I did this for the money, if I did this for the money, it's Hazzy. If I did this for the money, would've gave up long ago. It's the passion and the drive buried deep down in my soul. It's ambition, I'm too hungry, I ain't never getting full. On a mission, it's a battle, locked and loaded, bulletproof. On my mission, on the way to the top, got my whole team strapped.
What is up, guys, and welcome back to the Knees and Built podcast.
What's up?
This is the podcast with the Baldy Boys, of course, where we tell you about our stories and our lessons of our journey to possibly help you on yours. Welcome back. Welcome back. Today we're doing a little bit different, right?
Yeah,
it's a little bit
things
different.
probably look a little different.
Yeah, it looks a little bit different too. So we got a little setup here, so bear with us.
It's under
But
construction.
yeah, it's under construction, but we wanted to change it up a little bit. For not really just for us, but for our guests when they come along.
Yeah,
But
we want to make it feel a little more comfortable.
yeah, for them.
Yeah.
So
Not like an interview.
yeah, so we apologize for the ones that came on earlier and they probably felt like it was an interview,
But
it
it
was-
looked cool.
yeah. But you know, we're doing a little different setup here, and we try something out different today. And it's been a week since, you know,
Yeah.
we tried for some accomplishments. You know, we tried for some goals, and we're gonna talk about that shit today.
Yes, sir.
I don't know how you feel how you feel this week since
Since
what
doing
we
it,
did this weekend.
oh
bro.
man, like a load is off the shoulders.
Yeah, yeah,
Leading up to the race, I was like, I would get nervous every now and then.
yeah.
But you know, knowing that I've already done it before kind of helped.
Mhm.
But if I had never run that distance before, I'd probably been a mess.
So
But I do feel better. But also, I feel like, okay, I went through the experience. I
Mhm.
did the run. I tell myself, you better not stop
yeah,
because it's gonna double now. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So I'm trying to mentally prepare myself to like just keep going, dude.
Yeah.
Just keep pushing.
Because you went from not running at all
Nothing. Yeah.
to running the first 5K, and like I told you before, like I was really happy. I was with Mark the whole time. I was riding the bike, and
It was his turn to follow me on a
yeah,
bike.
I was following him this time, and you know, I was really just happy to fucking see him out there, man. Just see him, you know, he's stretching and watch him get up to the start line, and I'm out on the bike. My heart's pumping. It's kind of like, you know, like when I'm watching my son play baseball. You know, I'm not saying that, you know, he's like, but I'm just like proud from where, you know, we're just talking about like where we came from and where we started, and you know where our mindsets were, you know, just 2 years ago to what we believe we can achieve at this, you know, at this point in our lives.
Yeah.
And doing the things that we're doing. Because 2 years ago, you weren't thinking about running no 5K.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And
And even if I did, there was no way I was gonna do it.
yeah, because just knowing how much preparation you had to put in,
Yeah.
and there's no way I was thinking about running a marathon. And you know, we did that again. But I was happy for you, man. And the time that you put up was good for a 260-pound dude, 270-pound dude, man. You
Heavyweight champion.
Yeah, you guys got to understand that shit is not easy.
No, it's
You know,
not.
anybody can sit there and say, you know, oh, it's just a 5K, and it's all relative though.
Yeah.
It's all fucking relative. It's some things, and there's a lot of things that some people are really good at, and that others aren't, and you just can't. You know, you never know, like what you can push your body to do. You know, being at where you're at in that, you know, that time in your life or that point in your life.
Yeah, it's crazy too because even on the day of the race, seeing other people.
Yeah.
You know, I made this mistake once before. I talked about a little bit when I did my run for corrections.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And some of the people that showed up there was like, oh, there's no way this guy's gonna make the time. And guess who ended up not making the time?
Yeah.
This guy,
Mm-hmm.
me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's crazy. It was crazy to see that. It's like all different walks of life show up, and yeah, some of those guys that I was like, you know, I'm gonna be getting in front of that guy. Nope.
Yeah. Yeah.
They beat me.
Yeah. But did you so like remember when I was telling you about the energy that you feel when you're around all those people that are just super excited just to go for
Yeah,
a run, bro?
yeah,
Did you feel that?
yeah. I did. Definitely didn't feel as nervous on the day of,
Hmm.
and then especially when it came to the countdown, I thought I would be a mess
Yeah,
compared to that. Like I'm gonna bring it back to the corrections run. That one I was hella nervous.
yeah,
Just butterflies in my stomach the whole time, waiting in anticipation for the takeoff.
mm,
Versus the 5K is way different. Yeah,
yeah,
I felt at ease, and I definitely, um, yeah, I felt the energy because
hmm,
they pump you up. They got the music playing.
yeah, eh,
Everybody's around. Everyone's ready to go. Everyone's in a good mood.
yeah,
Everyone's happy. You got your friends and your family there supporting you, so
hmm,
it's a cool feeling.
yeah,
I like that.
yeah. It's really one of those things for real where you're in a space, you're in an environment where these people have we're probably in the same place as you where
Mm-hmm.
went from couch to 5K kind of thing. Not
Yeah.
you weren't coming straight from the couch, but like not even thinking about doing something like that to accomplishing that goal, right? And then you have people that just like running 5Ks, and some like you had saw the first guy did that shit in like what 15 minutes or something like that.
19, I think it was.
Yes, he was crazy.
That's
Guys,
crazy.
people that just do that,
Yeah.
and it's it's a space for growth. It's a space for just people trying to be better and do better
Yeah.
for themselves. So like that's why I enjoy
That
it
was another
the
cool thing to
most.
see too,
Yeah.
especially at that 5K level. I guess you would
Mhm.
say
Yeah, yeah,
people trying to be better.
yeah,
And you can tell. You can look and see who's
yeah.
who's going to push themselves.
And then I mean, there's even kids out there running with
Yeah.
their parents. So like now, me and Mark are already talking about
The kids, it's time
yeah,
for the kids.
we're getting the boys out there, and I'm as soon as my son's done with track, he has the Junior Olympics next weekend. After that, I'm going to be training with him at least twice a week. Where me and him are going to go run a 5K. Probably his mom's going to run with us too, but we're going to do that together. That's going to be just another step for
Yep.
helping
Heather's doing the
his
same thing. She's like, you need to take your boy with you. I was like,
yeah.
I'll do like a maybe every other day, every other run. I'll take him with me.
Yeah, yeah. And it's just like we said, man, it's the environment and the thoughts, that are in your head to just continue to try to be better. Then it just spreads to everybody around you. And you got to think that the better you are, the more you can give to your kids,
Mm-hmm.
the more you can give to the people around you. So that's all we try to do. We're just trying to be better every day, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to go into it today. We're going to play some video clips, and we're going to kind of talk through it. We're going to start with Mark's race, of course, because he ran. So Mark ran on Saturday. And my marathon was on Sunday. Two very different experiences.
Yeah. Almost three, because you got Ching and Caitlin. They ran the half.
Yeah,
so
and then
that was definitely a different experience too.
yeah, and then then my wife and really close friend family ran a half marathon. She ran her first half marathon and accomplished that this weekend. So that was really cool.
That was cool.
So yeah, like I said, just two very different experiences. Mark got it done the way he was supposed to get done. What we were talking about our goal before that week going into it. I asked him, say, "What we doing, man? 35 minutes?"
Initially, I was like, "I'm just going for finish. I'm not
Yeah.
going for time." And this guy hit me with, what time are you shooting for?
Yeah, no, we got
35 minutes. I was like, "Bro, I don't know who you think I am, but no." You're like 40? I was like, "Yeah, that's more like it."
Yeah, and then he hit 40. He hit 40 minutes, 36 seconds.
36 seconds. Yeah.
Shit's fucking good time. So, yeah, Mark did his job, and we'll find out and let you know if I did mine.
So this is not officially released yet, but
yeah, we're just gonna play some clips, and then Mark will play. I haven't
do a
even seen
layover.
this. I haven't even seen this either. I recorded it.
This is an AJ reaction video.
Yes, it's the reaction.
It's really to see what his cameraman skills are like. There he is. The gorilla got let out from the zoo. This little guy. I like this shot. That was a dope shot.
Yeah, I was riding.
I was like, okay.
I couldn't even see the
AJ got
camera. I was just pointing.
I was like, AJ got some cameraman skills there. such nice weather that day too.
Yeah,
Look at the scenery on that.
yeah, it was beautiful out there, man. It's so damn nice. I would not want to run a marathon in that, but yeah, it was nice as hell out there.
Oh, there's the lady pushing the
The stroller.
stroller lady. Yeah. This is where I started to feel like everyone was leaving me behind. It was like getting thinner.
Yeah, but then like for me it was just like, bro, you have so many people behind you too, though. You know, like you're in the middle. Like, don't worry about the time. Like you said, just finish, but get that time, that goal. Just so that you're pushing yourself. You know.
Yeah. And these two ladies, this lady with the jacket, man, they kept leapfrogging me.
Yeah.
They would let me get out of range, and then they would pass me. The whole race, bro.
Yeah. I remember thinking. So right before this, I asked you what your time was at.
It was 11:50 was my pace.
Yeah.
That was too fast.
So he's running too fast.
Yeah.
But
There again, see?
How did you feel about that portion? Because I know if I was like having a hard time, or you guys had to go all the way down there, then back again.
There's the turn, yeah.
And that was like for me, I'm like, that sucks. Like knowing that you could just turn here, I go left instead, but you guys had to go right, go down. It seemed like maybe like
I was
half a mile, quarter mile.
honestly trying to block it out.
Yeah.
I tried not to think about stuff like that. It would stress me out because if I do, then it's going to drain me mentally.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
I just looked at my watch. It said it was like 1.5 at a certain point, and I was like, okay, halfway there.
Yeah.
And I know we recycle music here, but it's dope.
So at this point, he's almost like little more than a mile out.
Yeah.
From the
this boat, this little bridge there, that's the mile marker. I don't even know what I said to you there.
I don't remember either. Just looking jacked, boy. Looking jacked. Running my fight. See, that's the chick I was fucking, bro. You better beat her, bro. She came up in front of me. I was like,
this is where you were telling me, bro, right when you get to the thing, just push it.
Yeah.
And so this is me pushing it, believe it or not.
And then you gotta.
Then I got around the corner. I was like, oh.
You gotta go all the way around. Yeah.
And see, there they are again, the leapfroggers, ladies. I was like, I'm gonna beat those two.
No.
And then I got in front of them, and then they got in front of me.
There's a little kid right there.
Don't believe the time. That's fake news.
Yeah. So I'll talk about it after.
Boom.
Finisher.
40:36 officially.
So yeah, the time for like marathons and races and stuff like that, when you run, the clock starts, but your time doesn't officially start on your chip, which is on your bib. It doesn't start until you cross you can see there's like two mats there, and that'll start your actual like chip time, they call it. So
yeah, the gun time and the chip time.
Yeah. So Mark finished, that said 41 minutes on the clock, but his actual time was 40 minutes and 36 seconds, which much props. Yeah. Much props. Ran the whole time, didn't stop. Did his thing, met the goal.
And the faster than, because I did the long run video, and I ran that 4K or that 5K in 41:50, I think it was.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah, 41:50. Yeah. And then anytime after that I ran it, it was like 42.
Yeah. I
was like, dang it, dude, I don't know if I'm gonna get 40. In my head, 40 was the goal overall for me. So,
but you did it. So that's a what, like a 13, 15 pace ish.
Well, according to the website, it was a 13:06.
13:06. Okay.
Yeah. See, minute mile pace. Right. Yeah.
See, that's good, bro.
Yeah, that's faster than
Hell yeah.
The adrenaline, like you were saying in the beginning, because in the beginning you were telling me to kind of slow down. Yeah, bro, where you at? I was like, oh. Look, I was like, damn, 11:50.
Yeah, I said, cut
like,
that
bro,
shit
just,
back.
Just slow down. Is the adrenaline kicking in? Yeah. That helped.
Yeah, because he definitely. It's all you, because I remember you were saying you're trying to slow down and you weren't.
I did feel like I was trying to slow down.
Yeah,
but I now I understand, like, watching those marathon videos, even you're like, the energy in the start line is crazy.
It's crazy
because everyone's going, so you want to go too. So it's like, okay, we go.
Yeah.
And I didn't notice it until you asked me, and I looked down. I was like, "Oh shoot, I'm moving too quick. The gorilla's moving too quick."
But yeah, man, you got it done. That's
Yeah, that was cool. I like that. And 1 down, 2 to go.
Yeah. So now we're on to the 10K.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you've been running since the 5K.
Yeah, I
But
have.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So we're already working towards the 10K.
Mhm.
You have the 10K in what, 8 weeks, something like that?
July 22nd.
July 20th. Also more than that.
Yeah.
So already
Plenty of
working
time.
towards it. Yeah.
But I'll also, I feel like I'm kind of overtraining for the 10K for the half marathon, which is
Yeah. To prep
what
more
I'm
for that.
actually worried about.
Yeah, yeah. And that's it. And so the half marathon is the plan is to run that in November. We'll run that together. I'm gonna run that with Mark instead of doing the marathon, so we can run one together. Yeah, fucking prepping, and I'm gonna make him run faster than.
I was gonna say that's what my last training run I did. I tried to do those like what do you call those? The intervals.
Oh yeah,
The
interval runs.
Yeah, I think it was like I only did like a 400-meter sprint.
Yeah,
for 4.
Yeah,
but they have like different ones on the app that I was using. You get like
800 meters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's different. Bro.
They're small.
Those things are hard. Yeah,
but I do want to on the next one work on the speed.
Yeah,
try to speed up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Hill sprints, all that stuff.
Yeah,
but
I want to look like I'm running, not jogging. That's my ultimate goal. I think honestly, that's my ultimate goal. I want to look at myself like, yeah, he's running now.
Yeah, I mean, bro, like I said, you gotta realize like how it's relative, bro.
Yeah.
You're moving a big body mass, bro. Like it's not easy for people. Like you have to have a lot of strength that's involved too, just to be able to move that much mass. So, I mean, you did it for a 5K, and I don't know if I think the date you said for your 10K. I don't know if I'm gonna be in town. So
yeah, we talked about that. You might be gone.
Yeah, but we'll see what happens.
Still gonna do it though.
Yeah, you can knock that out, and then like for the half marathon, we'll probably get some training runs in together. Just
oh yeah, that'd be good.
Get paced down, see feels, and so then you're not extremely mad at me when we do the half marathon because I'm gonna be on your.
What
ass.
is David Goggins called? Spot check.
Spot check. Yeah, spot check you. Yeah, make sure we're not slack. All right, so yeah, Mark did his 5K. He did. Yeah. He met the goal.
I do want to do another one just for.
Oh yeah, just because
it's fun.
Yeah, I really want to try 5K just to see how fast I can.
And that's another thing I kept telling myself too. Is like when I would get nervous,
mm-hmm.
It's like I do this all the time. I get nervous about something, and then it turns out to be fine. Turns out to be okay. So I tell myself, you know what, you're nervous about it, but at the end of the day, it's gonna be a fun day. It doesn't matter.
Exactly. Yeah.
You're just overthinking it. So stop overthinking. You've already done it.
Yeah.
You're gonna do it no matter what. So let's just get it.
That's what they say about anxiety. It's people worrying about something that's not even happened yet. It's energy.
And it's something you can't control until the day of. So
and it's like just energy that you kind of waste worrying.
That's what I think about it nowadays too.
And you can't do anything but show up and just do the damn thing.
It's harder to kind of shut that out for some people.
It is.
But you just got to keep practicing.
It's just a way of just being aware of it, just knowing that that's what it is, and you can control yourself in that moment. But yeah,
overall cool experience. I'm glad I did it.
Yeah, it was a good day. It was nice out. I hope you ate good after that, and treated yourself, celebrated a little bit.
What did we eat?
I saw your kids and Heather were really happy too.
Yeah,
your kids were celebrating.
Yeah. They came out and support. That was cool. Actually, my son and my daughter, they had their tablets and they were recording. They did like a little vlog series. I haven't watched it yet, but Liam legit edited a video.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it's like 15 minutes long or something.
He recorded the whole thing even when right. So
that's what Jake said. He's like recorded the whole time.
The iPad was just going.
So I have to check that out, see what that looks like.
Nice.
But yeah, that was cool for them to come out and see it. I think that they want to run one too. So that's cool.
That's daddy leading the family. That's daddy leading his tribe, man. That's exactly what that was. And I'm happy to hear that. That's exactly what we want to do.
Yeah. It was cool to see some of the comments too on the
little
clip that you put up.
Oh,
that was cool.
Yeah, on for Instagram. A lot of people hit that up, and a lot of people, were inspired by it, and that's what we're trying to do, man. And just the man did it for the heavyweights, and it's like people that don't believe they can do these things like this. Like it's the same thing. Like just 2 years ago, we couldn't believe we could do these things, and we're just going out and proving ourselves wrong.
Mm-hmm.
We can. We just put your mind to it and go.
It's that simple.
Yeah,
but it's also hard.
It's it's like we say, it's simple, but it's not easy, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's simple, but it's not easy. You know what you have to do, but are you really willing to do it? You know, are you really willing to cut out all the shit that keeps you from doing what you really want to do? You know, so we're at that point where we're a lot closer, you know, to whatever goal we set forth, that we're willing to cut out all the extra shit that's keeping us from that. So I mean, and then look at how it rolls into other people's lives and, you know, around you. People that just, and that's why we post these things on Instagram. We're not looking for recognition for what we did, right? It's more to show that we came from a certain place and we made up our mind to go to another place and be better. And that's what we're trying to do. And that's why we show that, because anybody's capable, right? Anyone's capable. It's not, we're not special. And you'll learn that. And when we talk about my marathon, like, we don't always win. We don't, not in that sense. I wouldn't say it like that. Actually, I'll take that back. We don't always meet the goal, right, that we set out, but we learn and we get better from it, right? And
at least you tried.
Yeah, and we're out there. But yeah, I guess we'll just go into that part. But yeah, so Mark knocked out he did his job, man. He did a fucking great job that day with his 5K.
It was fun. I highly recommend it, you know, for those people who even have ever thought about doing one.
Yeah, like,
definitely do it
for sure.
Oh, don't show the NC.
But so I'm gonna kind of preface this with, so I ran my marathon on Sunday, the day after Mark did his 5K. I got hurt, right? So my calf, hamstring, everything, and believe me, I'm not a person that needs pity or needs sympathy for any of it. I understand all about processes and everything, that going through everything for a reason. And I got hurt about halfway through training before the marathon, which it was my calf, my hamstring, you know, right behind my knee was messed up. So I basically missed 5 weeks of training, right? So I wasn't able to run at all. So I started running again 3 weeks before the marathon. And at that point, you're supposed to be tapering down, getting your legs rested and stuff like that.
So you lost a good chunk of your training block.
Yeah, that, you know, it was basically right after the 20-mile run, right? So after the 20-mile run, I was super sore. So I actually didn't run the rest of the week. It was weird because I didn't expect to feel that way after that run, but my legs they were really super sore. And so I didn't run the rest of that week, and I actually went out for my long run the next week, 13-mile run, which I shouldn't have done. That's really where the injury came. The injury didn't come from the 20-mile run. I think the injury came from the 13-mile run, pushing through the soreness and stuff like that, which really strained my damn legs. So that kicked me out for about 3 weeks after that, 3 to 4 weeks after that. And, you know, just thinking about how ready I felt at that 20-mile run already for the marathon with the pace that I set, and I ran, felt good about it and everything. And then I had to lose out on all those weeks, right? So yeah, I didn't run, and I pretty much felt like I lost the fitness that I built through those first 8 weeks of training after, you know, being hurt. So we went into the marathon, like I ran those last 3 weeks, and it was, I think the longest run I did was a 10-mile run the week before. Did an 8-miler and a couple 5-3s, stuff like that. Just to get the legs moving again and feeling the running. But went through the marathon thinking that I could probably still get this done. I really felt that I could still get it done. The question was my calf and my hamstring going to hold up? My left calf and my left hamstring, was it going to hold up, or was it going to pull again or strain again, you know? Yeah. And after running a couple of times, I felt like my paces were good and everything, and I thought I could still pull it off. But what happened was, we'll find out, was a little different than what I hoped for, you know, different than what I hoped for, than what I expected. But by no means it's not an excuse. I take full responsibility for what happened to me that day and why I didn't meet my goal. I still PR'd. It's not like I didn't PR. I still PR'd. I ran faster than the Seattle Marathon, but I feel like I could still meet the goal that I set out, which I didn't meet this time, but I know I can fucking do it. So I'm gonna try again. Believe me, I'm not gonna let that shit just sit like that. I was thinking, the way I felt. I'm tell you, it's been a long time since I've been through that much pain and discomfort, and I saw, and I can push through pain. I can push through being tired. But that was on another level of what like it wasn't just being tired. It was just other stuff that it was self-induced, which I made a huge mistake during that run that messed me up because I just wanted to finish and push myself, and I made a mistake in that process. So yeah.
Yeah, it's
think
crazy to see. You guys will see it during the end of the video. Yeah, definitely. You had night and day difference between the first one you finished, and this one. So.
Yeah, I think about I just constantly since that day I just think about why, if I didn't do this, if I didn't do that. But at the same time, it's lessons learned, man. I know what I need to do, and I know how to meet. I know what I need to do to just meet the goal that I'm setting out, and I know I'm capable of doing what I said I was going to do, and I'm going to do it. So it's all good. This was definitely a big lesson, and it was a big life lesson, which I appreciate. God putting me through, honestly, because it shows that I think I wasn't supposed to. The way my body was going that day, believe me, it wasn't my mind at all, and I truly feel that everything that I've done to that point, just with everything personal development wise, helped me get through and get to that finish line, because I don't think with the way I felt that most people would finish that fucking marathon at all. With how far out I was when I started feeling it and all that stuff, I don't think most people would have finished. And I think, for me, I'm happy I was able to at least just get through the finish line. I did a lot more walking than I wanted to, but at a certain point, it was just managing my fucking body, man. But yeah, I mean, we can get into it.
All right. This one has no music.
Yeah.
This actually is unfinished, so it should be finished by this weekend, but we're just going to kind of go through. It's got the basis of what the whole video is going to look like anyway. And you're going to hear a lot of huffing and puffing from me on here, which it's like, dang it. This is at the Tacoma Airport, I think.
Yeah, the
Narrows Airport. Yeah. That was a cool setup in there. Did you guys even go in the hangar?
No, we did not. No. By the time we got there, I think we were 15 minutes, 20 minutes before the start. Yeah. And those things weren't even open. They were closed when we showed up.
I wish I had that on the ride.
I'm not interested in all that shit anyway. I'm trying to fucking run 26 miles. I don't just thinking.
So you guys got parked at the finish line, bussed in,
got shuttled in.
Yeah.
The start and finish line was different places.
Yeah.
Compared to the Seattle, where it's basically the same place.
You probably definitely have to cut this up for the podcast. I'll cut out the air. Mm-hmm. So does that mean you were the fourth person to sign up for that?
No, but I think it was just alphabetical order.
Oh, got it.
You did your job yesterday. You did your part, right? So I gotta do my part today. Bro, would they record me? They see me wearing a number and riding scooter. So we did 4:21 in the Seattle Marathon. Today we're gonna try and break 4 hours. Try to break 4 hours for a full marathon. So full marathon is 9:09 per mile pace. Today we're gonna try to get a little bit faster than that.
That's the Rucker.
So doing 9:09 pace for a full marathon is 4 hour mark, but we're trying a little bit faster than that. So
I'm wearing the same hoodie.
I'm aiming for around 350, but
your hoodie's cleaner now.
I did hurt my calf. My calf and my hamstring was messed up, so I missed about 3 weeks of training. But main point was to get healthy, get my leg healed, so I can show up to the start line. I'm about 90% right now, 95% with the leg, but I'm sure I can make it through. So as long as we don't crap up,
that's the crazy part. It's like
a bunch of sodium in my body, a bunch of electrolytes, so we should be good, and we'll keep pumping all the fluids in and everything while we go. So should be a good fucking day.
My leg had this, the calf and hamstring had no, there's no issue.
It was good.
It was good the whole time.
Your left?
Yeah.
Yeah, just be nice. Yeah. But they had early morning for like 6.
I like the hat.
Yeah.
I wish I could wear something like that, man.
Yeah, but I didn't think I could initially, so I only bought one at first because I was like, I don't know if I can fit.
Ching had one too, yeah.
Yeah, so we bought
the colored one?
I bought the black one first, and then I was like,
You want to tell them what you want to tell them what you did here?
So yeah, I went and took a piss.
The lines for the porta potties were so long.
Yeah, and I was not about to hold that, and then stop in the middle of the race and take away time that I needed to go pee. So
the lines were so long. There's a lot of people, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy because it was a lot of people, but it wasn't as much as Seattle, you know. But it was definitely a good amount of people. Seattle, the start, bro, it's
huge. Look at that.
And there's people coming off from the sides over here too.
And they had an early start crew already take off.
Yeah,
so still a good amount.
It's kind of cold that morning.
Not too bad.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
Like my hands.
Hoodie weather.
Yeah, my hands were pretty damn cold in the first like 2 miles. Like just.
Okay. Imagine wearing that water bag right there. See the guy in front of you?
Yeah.
Oh, even this guy down here? That's what I'm going to use for my half marathon. This one.
Yeah, you know, I wish I had one of those.
Probably should have had one on you.
Oh, that day, man. It's before. Ah, man, it was so crazy how good I felt, and then at the beginning to how
when I was afterwards. When I met with you, you felt you looked like you were in really good shape.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Before the half.
Yeah, it was right before you guys left the Point Defiance Park. You were moving.
I felt so fucking good, bro. And then I don't know.
Look at that sea of people.
This is a track round.
Yeah. So this is the point where, because after the parking garage, it was straight uphill for me.
Yeah.
I was moving too slow. I couldn't catch you. I think at this point you passed because there's a 4:15 pacer.
Yeah, I was already. I got in front of them.
Okay, yeah.
Like,
so
at I think 2 miles, I passed them.
Yeah. So at this point, it's just B-roll footage, me looking for you, trying to find you.
That hill was fucking crazy, bro.
There you are. So you were saying something. You were saying something about time.
Yeah.
We got time still?
I said we were on time. We were ahead of pace at that point.
Yeah.
I felt that felt so good.
So what mile was this about?
I think this was around 9.
Oh.
It's like, cause and I was talking to this dude too. He's cool. He's like, we're gonna have to speed it up if we're gonna hit
Sub
2
4?
for the half, because he's running the half. So I was like, well, I got a long ways to go still, but
I know. I heard him ask you, what's your time? Where are you going for time?
Yeah, and I was like, but I should be okay, because he's like, yeah, you should make time. You should make time. But yeah, I just felt, mile 1 through 13 kind of just felt like they just went flying by, bro. They just,
you would have been done that half in no time.
Yeah, like it felt pretty damn good. I could have run faster if I knew I was just running a half, but just knowing this, like, oh, I got fucking 15 more miles to go, stuff like that, like. But this guy was a beast, bro. I mean, just like that kind of stuff. Like, look at the age and everything, man. And these guys are out there.
At this point, you can kind of see and hear the people at the starting line.
Yeah. And it's crazy, man. There's so much. See how many like people are around. Like, just notice that, and then the energy that comes with all this, right?
Yeah.
See all those people. and there's more behind me, but there's like a lot, and there's a lot of people just right there at that intersection for the half.
Yeah.
And then you notice how that changes dramatically.
I do feel like, I do feel like as soon as you got to that T right here, you're coming up on it right now.
Yeah.
I feel like it got deep.
Yeah. This guy ended up taking his shirt off.
Yeah. Look how he's running, bro. He's a beast.
Yeah.
There it is, the split.
So you split off, half marathoners go left and they finish off, and then we go right. And then nobody is there, guys.
It's all quiet now.
So, I mean, I kind of say what I knew was coming.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like at this point, I was still feeling really good. I expected, like, believe me, I expected adversity. Like, I knew it was gonna come, but to be 100% honest, I didn't know it was gonna come as early as it did. Like, and that made it a lot tougher than.
Was it around mile 15?
It was mile 16. So
yeah, because I don't know if the clip is in here still, but yeah, you had mentioned something about that.
Yeah, at mile 16, it was just crazy that.
Oh, this is not supposed to be in there. Sorry.
At mile 16, I had a huge just drain of energy. Like, I had no energy in me, and I was just kind of forcing my body through these miles. And yeah, at mile 16, that it just, I don't know what happened. I don't know. For me, I think it probably, there's three things, right?
Yeah.
Or I'll just talk about the two first. Nutrition and paces that affected why I ran out of energy so quickly, so early on. I think I got really ahead of myself, my paces. And, you know, if you watch us a lot and you watch the run videos, I always talk about discipline to the paces. Yeah. And that day, and there's a lot of things that are going through my mind because of the injury and what I think I need to make up because of the injury. And once I hit, so the first couple miles, I was right on my pace plan, right? The first 4 miles, I was right exactly where I wanted to be, except for, I think it was mile 4 or 5 where I hit like 20, 25 seconds later than slower than I wanted. So I have to make that time up, right? And instead of me thinking I can make that up over time, I'm going immediately. I went basically from, I think that was like a 9:35 pace or something like that. And then I dropped straight down to, I think, an 8:40. Ooh. So I had a really big drop, and then when I had that 8:40 pace, and I kind of stayed around there. So I was 8:40, 8:35, or 8:37, and you know, I just stayed around there. And that's not the pace that I need to be sitting at. And the goal is to sit around at 8:45, right? 8:50, 9 minutes. Like, it might not seem like a lot to somebody that's, you know, just watching or never done it, but when over time, over a long drawn out time like that, when you're 26 miles, that comes into play like a lot. If that's not paces that you're used to holding for that long, it's going to be very hard to keep up your energy levels, keep up your, you know, your nutrition for that. So yeah, it was just at mile 16, it hit hard, and just realizing that I have 10 more miles to go. Like, I'm already feeling like this. Like, if it happened at mile 20, it would have been a whole different story. A whole different story. Knowing that only got 6 miles left. Yeah. But 10 miles left. And then it seemed like these hills and all these things were coming at times that just made it so much harder.
Because we looked at the map, especially on this one. This was supposed to be the flat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You'll see in the video that
it was not that. So
somebody messed up the map on that. At this point, you were saying you were starting to feel
my quads. Yeah. A lot. I think it was from coming down the hills, coming up the hills.
Yeah, that's what you were saying. So was this the aid station that didn't have any water?
Yeah, they're sitting out there with nothing, man. You're over here trying to promote a business, and we're out here struggling. You don't have no water to give nobody. That shit's crazy, bro. Like, if there was water at that point, would have saved my life.
Yeah.
Bro.
This is the GU jail time.
Yeah. So that means that's mile
15.
15, yeah. Yeah, that's where I told you I was feeling it.
Yeah.
Because I was actually really like thinking, I was holding back a long time. I was like, I'm not gonna tell him. I'm not gonna tell him that I'm. And then when it got to the point where like, I gotta fucking tell him just in case something happens.
I don't remember if you told me along the way you were hungry or not.
I don't know.
I don't think you did, bro.
Yeah.
Because I tell you what, I had a Snickers bar in my backpack waiting. I could have just fucking
like from mile
saved your life.
16. No joke. I think from mile 16 to 19, I was just so hungry. I was starving, and it was so funny.
Thought about that later. I was like, damn, dude, I had water and I had a Snickers bar in my bag.
Yeah.
I wonder if that would have helped.
Could have. I know. Well, afterwards, I felt great after I ate that.
Sugar, bro.
Yeah.
That's a dope shot with the ship in the back.
Oh yeah. You can just fucking go like towards the end, so we can just.
So this is down. You really didn't say much. I stopped to take a break, and this is when you were on the way back.
Yeah.
Oh, so I kind of left you at that point. At some point, there you go. This point where I left you, I said, "Bro, you good? You okay?" He said, "Yeah."
So this was like right before. I think this was like after mile 20, right? Something like that.
Yeah, definitely tell a little bit of strain.
Yeah. At this point, I'm just honestly, bro, I'm just
holding on
step by step. Like,
yeah, I could tell because even your kind of head position was different.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. In the beginning, you were strong. It looked strong, and then, yeah. See, this is where here's the finish line.
So, yeah, I'm gonna.
It sped up. Okay.
I want to post this, and it's crazy to show this part, but I like for real. Like, there's a struggle. There's a struggle that goes through it for real. Like that I.
This is almost to the end,
and I'm almost there. Like I'm.
Yeah.
I think I was less than a quarter mile out or something like that, or around a quarter mile out. But there are even awesome people, bro, that were passing me by and just, come on, man, run with me. Let's go. Let's finish together.
Yeah.
And they didn't know me. I didn't know them, you know. Yeah. But they could see I was just going through it, and they just wanted to help me get through it. And it helped, you know. Like, it got me moving. But then at the same time, dude, like, I just my body was telling me fucking no. And
I can even tell at this point. When you were coming, I was looking at your legs. I was like, yeah, I could tell he was hurting.
Yeah, like just the form was just terrible at that point. It was just move forward. Just keep moving forward. So, official time was 4:07. So we're 7 minutes short.
Oh. Yeah, you were out. See, you were like, I think in the Seattle Marathon, you were upright. You were upright still.
Yeah, I was fine.
You were fine. So I knew at this point I was like, okay, yeah, he's hurting on this one. And then you drank that water like you just got done walking through the desert. Look, eyes closed, ready to just taking it in.
I was very crazy.
And then you had mentioned something. Yeah.
Like I said, I was super hungry. I needed to eat. Mark gave me a Snickers bar, and the Snickers bar I had. My wife went and got me some bananas.
Yeah.
And I was just, no joke, I was just like hungry, drained of energy. Like there was nothing in me.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I was just so hungry. I was just drained of energy. I was hurting. Like, so basically what happened right after Mark left, like I felt fine. Like I felt tired, but I know the tired and the, you know, just the body being exhausted is one thing. Like I can push through that. Like that wasn't the issue. That's why I told you, like, yeah, you're good. I'll finish. I'll be good.
Yeah.
But, because I got to that point already, I didn't think that I was going to cramp or anything. I thought I was good. Like, legitimately thought I was good. And I swear it wasn't long after you left. And he just offered me water, like to give me a
because I had bottles of water. I had 2 bottles of water in my bag.
So after he left, I think I was at mile 22, something like that.
Yeah, 23.
23.
Because you said 24, but then I passed the 24 marker. I was like, okay, he's a mile off. But
yeah, okay, so yeah,
23.
So 23 mark left. Not long after that, my right hamstring grabbed so hard and I cramped up really, really bad. And so what I did was initially, so before the race, because I learned it from the Seattle Marathon, my lat was actually fucking cramping up while we were running, my back. Oh, shit. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just the swinging or whatever. Yeah. So when we got to one of the water points, they said they had salt and they could put salt in the water. So I brought a Ziploc bag of salt to this just in case, because knowing me, like I sweat so much that I deplete all this.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah,
salt and everything. I sweat so much, so I deplete all this very easily. So I brought the salt in case that happened, right? But and that was my plan, was to put, and we talked about it earlier. I was gonna take the salt, but put it in water, drink it. It kills. It's like pickle juice and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Once you cramp, it kind of just goes away. But I was so far from a water point, and I was by myself. Like there was nobody else around. Like there's nothing else around when I hit that cramp, and it really fucking pissed me off because at that point, if I could hold a certain, like all I needed was like 2 miles, 2 good miles, right? I remember telling you, if I get 2 good miles, I can still hit 4 hours at least. I can still hit it. But man, I took that salt just because I wanted to get running again. So I took the salt out of the zip. I opened the Ziploc, or I bit the bottom of the Ziploc, and I just poured the salt into my mouth. The next water point was 2 miles away. So I screwed myself so bad right there. Like, and that's all I think about since that day. Why did I take that damn salt, And I wish I just let the cramp ride out or just run through it or something. Like the fact that I would be able to keep moving would have saved me so much time. But once I took that salt, I just went through a fucking world of hell.
So it's like instantly.
So like if I just had water to wash it down, like hydrate, get the fucking salt through my body, because at that point I'm feeling dehydrated already. Then I take the salt, then it just hits even more. And the salt doesn't sit the way you want to, like when it's by itself. Like that went in. So I took it in. The cramp went away immediately. The cramp was gone. I started moving again, and then next thing you know, I am getting super lightheaded. My chest is on fire, and it just feels like I was just drained. Like that drained the rest of everything out of me. But I kept running. I just run, stop, because it wasn't to the it was to the point where I was just trying to manage not going unconscious or something like that, or just passing out. Like that would be a whole different story, right? So I was just trying to manage that. As soon as I would push myself to a point where I knew it was getting close, or I was just really just done right there, right? Then I just walked. I walked a lot more than I wanted to, but like I said, it was just managing. And like I keep thinking about like how messed up I felt, and then just trying and seeing how far, because it's a straightaway, you can see the boat, right? Remember how that boat's there?
Yep.
So you can see how far that boat is, and that right there is going to save me. But I have to get there, and it's 2 miles away. So I'm just doing like all these interval runs. Like I'm just trying to move my feet, just get to, like I'm saying, okay, there's a trash can right there. Get to that trash can.
You're using little markers.
Yeah. Get to that trash can, walk real quick. Get to that next, that pole, walk. And I kept just doing that. And there's like people passing me and stuff. But at that point, I was just like, man, I don't give a fuck. Like I just need to get to the finish line. And I need to get to that water point and then get to the fucking finish line. And so it was just like from like 3 miles out, man, just thinking about like how from mile 16, just energy drain, that was fine because I can push through that. My body can push through that. Mentally, I just got to push my body and just keep going, just keep moving forward, step by step, mile by mile, mile by mile. That's all I think about when I get to those points. And I'm not thinking about the pain. I'm just thinking about getting to this, next point. I'm not thinking about how many miles I have left.
Yeah.
Right. So I get to the water point, and I just take I think I took like 4 cups, and there's those small little cups of
they're
water,
tiny.
And I just need something. I just need to wet my throat. I just need to get some kind of liquid in me at this point. So took it, drank the water, drank some Gatorade, little cups of Gatorade, and went again. And I thought that's all I needed to get me through. Went again. I think I ran for less than a quarter mile again. I had to stop. Nothing was working. Felt right. Nothing felt right. It was just get there to the finish line, and it was same thing. Trash can. Get to the trash can. Walk. Get to that pole. Walk. And then there's, like I said, there's people trying to help me finish, man. But
you said at one point you were like grabbing your head because you didn't know what the hell was going on.
Yeah, like I was just I was so frustrated with myself. I was frustrated with what was happening, but it's all, like I said, there's just the circumstances, that that, with the injury, with, the me taking the damn salt and all that stuff, like I can't do anything at that point, like I just gotta finish. Like that for me was just finish, just get there. We're not gonna meet the time we met, but we're still better off than we were before, and it, like I said, we got it done. It was 7 minutes slower than I wanted, right? 7 minutes slower, but with the way I felt, I honestly don't think that I should have finished that fucking race, bro. Like there's just way too much going on. And I've done a lot of shit in my life. That's the thing, is like I've done a lot of physical challenges. I've done a lot of fucking things, and you know, running a marathon and then in that shape, like the way I felt, it was just another level, like of pain and discomfort. But I'm glad I went through it, because I learned a lot about myself in that point. Like how can you push yourself when are you just do you just talk about it, or are you really about it? And I learned that I'm fucking about that. Like, it might have sucked, but I enjoyed that shit. Like I enjoyed it because I just know most people won't fucking do that, bro. Most people won't get to that start line. Most people won't fucking push themselves when they get to that point, because they know at some point they could reach that. At some point I could be in this much pain. They know that, so they won't even start.
Yep.
And I knew that from the beginning. There's a possibility that I could fucking really be in some hurt, and I was down for it, and I was able to push.
Because we even talked to that early on, especially coming out or while you were still in that zone of the injury.
Yeah,
because I was asking you how do you feel, you're gonna do, and you said it doesn't matter.
You're
gonna go through it. So you even said it early on. It's just probably gonna hurt. But so you were kind of already.
It's already
mentally getting in that.
Because if you think you're gonna run a marathon and you're gonna just feel fine, you're fucking crazy. Like, period. Like, it's 26 miles. Like, there's people that obviously,
unless you're a monster,
like there's people that run ultra marathons and shit like that. But like for the fucking normal people,
the average
like us,
Joe,
the average fucking people, like it's just it's gonna hurt. What are you gonna do about it when that shows up? Because it could have been easy for me to just walk the rest of the way. That's just what people do. Like I could have finished in 5 hours if I just walked the rest of the way. You know what I mean? But that wasn't what I set out to do. And I'm not out here. I'm not out there to prove anything to anybody else. But I was there to prove myself that I fucking everything that I think, everything that I've invested in myself, showed up in they show up in those kind of moments. Like you can push your body through a lot of shit, but there's times that you might meet these physical limits, but your mind is what's going to push you through this. Your mind is what's going to put you can cramp, you can have all this fucking pain and all this, but your mind can just push you to that finish line. You just have to just keep moving forward. That's all I kept thinking about, step by step. When it got to that point where everything just hurt too much, it's step by step. Get to that fucking trash can, get to that pole, get to the fucking finish line, man. We're finishing this. And the finish line, and that's just another thing. Like, just sometimes you might think you're gonna get there faster than you really are. Like, sometimes that finish line it seemed like it just pushed back, but you just got to get there. You just got to get there. It's there. The finish line is there, right? But things happen. You have setbacks. You have the adversity. Get to the finish line. Just keep going. Just keep pushing. Keep going forward. Something might bring you back. Keep pushing forward. Something might slow you down. Keep pushing forward. Do not fucking stop.
I saw something that said, every single step you take, you're that much closer. So that's what when I'm running, that's what I focus on.
Because you never know, like, because it's like you have this, it's like when you set this perceived like result of it, right? Like, you expect it to feel this way when you get there. You expect yourself to get somewhere in a certain amount of time, and then when you don't, most people will just quit, right? Like, just like, I didn't get there.
Give up.
Like, I wanted to make this much money with my business in 6 months, like, but I didn't, so I'm gonna quit. Why does that matter? The thing is that you're not ready. You're not ready. You just it's not the time. The time comes when you're ready for it, right? So I wasn't ready that day. I screwed myself in a bunch of ways. I basically got myself hurt being fucking hard-headed, you know, I always preach about doing what you say you're going to do. And that was why I still went out and ran, even though I was fucking hurt, because I put out the plan and I fucking said I'm gonna go do it. So I went out and I did it, and I fucked myself even more. But and I wasn't very smart there.
That goes to show too. Sometimes you get in your own way.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
So something to recognize.
Yeah, and like I said, it's learning experience. Like I learned my lesson. You know, I probably won't do that next time. You know, so I'm not out for 5 weeks. I am happy that I was able to show up to the start line. Like that was a big, for me, that was big because I could have been out, you know, like just not being able to.
You
run
didn't even
all,
have
you know?
to do it. It's completely voluntary. You know, what I mean? You could have just withdrawn. Like, oh, I can't do it. Sorry.
Yeah, and so that was just another thing. Like, I'm glad I showed up to that start line. The goal was to show up to start line healthy, and my leg wasn't a factor at all. Like, you know, the quads were one thing. That wasn't even part of the injury, but those were the fucking.
Yeah. So your injured leg the first time was your left, and then your cramp was on the right.
On the right. Yeah. So the cramp was actually on the right
different leg.
Yeah. So it had nothing to do with the left. The left leg was fine. And that's what I was talking about. Like when it might hurt during the marathon. Going through that pain of this straining or my hamstring straining, different, very different. Yeah. That is pain that I'll let this shit tear, bro. I'll strain the shit out of this and get to the fucking finish line. But what I was going through was totally different, you know. The lightheadedness was fucking crazy. It was just extreme. I don't know what it was about that.
That had to definitely do with the fucking dehydration, probably.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And just
it's like you're right. I totally forgot. Yeah, you sweat a lot.
Yeah, and I was so hungry, bro. Like
and you were,
just knowing that means there's nothing in it. Like there's no energy. There's no fuel.
Did you eat as big before this one as you did the last one?
No. But what I did was I did try and get more carbs and sodium in me though. So like what I did was 2 hours before the race, I took, you know, 2 scoops of G1M Sport and a scoop of electrolytes. And then half an hour before, I took a scoop of each again, had my normal banana, coffee, and bagel in the morning. I think it's just, and I carved up the days before. I don't know. It could have been like not enough protein issue. Like that could have.
Because the night before the Seattle one, you guys were eating good.
Oh yeah. So I think that's another thing that I figured out. I think that the days leading up to it, I didn't eat enough protein also. So nothing stuck in my body. Like the carbs are being used like that, right? Yeah. They get burned really quickly.
And that G1M stuff, that's designed to go fast too.
Yeah. So I just, I don't think I didn't hit it right. Like I said, everything was self-induced, man. I can make I can meet the goal. I learned from this. I learned a lot from this.
It's a good learning lesson.
Yeah. And believe me, I'm disappointed in myself for being, you know, as stubborn and hard-headed as I am when it comes to some of these things, when, you know, I should be disciplined to my paces. I should be, you know, all this, that, but, you know, I get so, caught up in trying to do more and trying to do better every time that it caught up to me this time.
Yeah. And also, to be honest, it's only your second one. So, you know, you're still a little green.
Yeah.
And I think going forward for the rest of them, you'll know.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
Yeah. And it just felt like the Seattle Marathon and this one were just two totally different races.
Two different races.
You know, just being by myself a lot of the time. And, you know, I spent a lot of time by myself. So it's like, you know, just being in that, it wasn't uncomfortable. It was like, you know, like I say, everything that I do is to prepare me for shit like that. Like when pain comes, when hardships come in. It wasn't hard in that aspect. You know, it wasn't hard in that aspect, the mental part of it. But I'm truly am fucking grateful that God put me through that day and taught me a lot about myself. I'm glad that he made it so that I did not reach my goal that day, but I got to the finish line, and like I said, it's still a PR. You know, I'm just grateful for experiences like that, man. Like I just see it all happening for a reason. I see it all as learning and growing. Like that's just I see it all like, because you can say it's a failure, right? And we failed to meet the goal, but you have to fail quite a bit to fucking really.
Yeah, there's still value in the failure.
Yeah, big time.
You know, because what do? You look back on it and then you can see now where those points are.
Yeah,
and take it and use it for the next goal.
Yeah.
To set yourself up for a better opportunity to achieve it.
Yeah.
So even with failure, there's still value.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, man. And I really want to I want to put this out there. Thank you, bro.
Breathe, brother.
No, for real, bro. Thank you for being there, bro.
Yeah, it's fun. I really do enjoy it. And you definitely are the reason why I even started thinking about running in the first place. Seeing you go through all that stuff, and it's like, damn, I'm right beside you. When you get those comments and stuff like that for people on Instagram or YouTube, telling that you inspire them, shit, I'm right next to you, dude. Yeah. So of course it's gonna bleed over to me. So I should thank you also for pushing me to do that, because without you, I would have never got to that point. I like I said in the one podcast, I failed at something in life that involved running. You know what I'm saying? To the point now, I'm like, I got shit. I'm doing 5K, 10K, half marathon, and then a full marathon next year. So it's like, you push me to be better, and I appreciate that too.
Yeah,
because it's inspiring to watch. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. It's cool to be a part of too.
Yeah.
To see you push through all that craziness, bro. Especially the first marathon, that was cool too.
Yeah.
But this one is definitely it was a different race, but it's still, like I said, something we look back on and learn from. And now, I'm trying to take knowledge from what happened this last one too. I was like, okay, I better be ready for my adversity. So
yeah, and then that's the whole thing, right? Like I want to put myself through it so that I can tell other people about it, so that they can learn if they're trying to do it. Like, and how I deal with adversity, how I'm dealing with all these, because it's like I'm intentionally putting myself through it,
and that takes a lot. It takes a lot to put yourself out there to begin with.
Yeah,
and then to now showing your failure.
Yeah.
That's even harder for some people, because some people don't want to show that. What is social media nowadays? It's all just the bright side, the happy side, my success, all the good stuff. No one sees the stuff that you go through. So to put yourself out there and show your failures like that takes a lot.
Yeah. And like I said, I need no sympathy for it. Like, I do it all intentionally, and I do it because this is what I want to do, and I want to help people. And like I said, like, just thank you for being there, bro. Like, because you've been there. I've done all this shit. The 75 hard stuff. I've done that the 20 mile, and then
2 20-milers.
Yeah, and then
2 75 hard,
and then the first marathon, and then the second one, and obviously the second one being the hardest one. But you're always there, bro.
Yeah,
and you're always riding. You're always riding or something.
Literally
by me, and like you can always think about like all the people that they say they're with you. They're your friends. They're your their family. They're this and that, and they are that. But at the same time, like, every time it came to me doing something fucking hard, you were there, bro.
Yeah.
So just want you to know I appreciate you.
Thanks, man.
You're more than a business partner.
Yeah.
You're my boy, Blue.
Yes, sir. So. And then also for me, I feel like that's the least I can do. Yeah, because people don't see the behind the scenes. You're here more than me. You know what I mean? So the way our schedules and shit are set up, I get that ding on the thing that you come in after work every day. You're here most of the time by yourself.
Yeah.
I do what I can from the distance, but to me, that's the least I can do. Show up when you need for these podcasts, and then for the events and stuff like that, and for these freaking marathons.
Yeah.
We're gonna go through it. We got to ride together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
So I enjoy it.
It's a good fucking journey. I know that much.
It was good. It was a good weekend.
Yeah.
Overall. Sure. And then afterwards, we got to go to your place and
we ate
barbecue burgers with bacon.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, your wife's over there cooking bacon.
Oh yeah, I'm a burger guy. I just love burgers, and I love like good burgers. And I wanted burgers after that race. I already knew it ahead of time. I wanted burgers after that race, and the wife went out, and thank you to the wife too. She went out. She got all the food a couple of days before. She got the steaks and everything, and we grilled it up.
Oh, I forgot about the steaks.
Yeah,
well, I didn't even see the steaks.
Because I think they were the last thing we put on the grill. But
yeah,
we did the steaks and
hot dogs. Hot dogs are good.
Yeah, it was a good time just fucking being with everybody, man. Being with everybody that was out there with us, and got to enjoy it. And I fucking had a couple beers, and that was pretty damn good too. But that's only every once in a while. We don't sit here and just fucking drink just because you know why? Because that's the easy shit to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, man,
awesome weekend.
Yeah, it was a great weekend. Now we're on to the next. Now we're just, it's different when you come off of a training plan or an event, right? Like it's just like everything kind of changes. It's like when you finish 75 hard, do you keep up the same habits and stuff like that? Like this week it's been very different for me, but on Monday, like I kind of gave myself this week. But another thing I want to bring up is like it took me like 3 weeks last time to recover from fucking the marathon, bro. After I can.
You were saying that later on. You were saying you felt better.
I felt
afterwards than you did the first time.
Yeah, like I can go run tomorrow or like today. Like I could have ran yesterday too, but it only took basically like because I deadlifted on Wednesday, and like it was hard. It was you can tell that you're not fully recovered from it, but. There was no way I was doing that shit.
You're not starting from zero. That's why. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
Think about that. You've already done it.
Yeah.
So your body's like, yeah, we've been here.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like that's how it is with everything, though, right?
Yeah.
You just keep your body and your mind just keeps fucking. The heart is different. The heart is different every time.
Yeah. Cameron Haynes says what the body will do what you ask of it.
Yeah.
If you don't ask it to do anything,
it's not gonna do shit. Yeah.
The more you ask of it, this is gonna make the adjustments.
Yeah. Facts. Yeah. So yeah, I'm basically fully recovered now. I've been lifting weights all week. This guy thought I was lying when I said I was going to work out the day after the marathon, and I fucking got my chest workout in.
Yeah.
Said we're good. The legs might be dead, but my chest can get some work though. But yeah, we're just it's getting better every day, man. That's all it's about. And now we're just working towards. Mark has his 10K.
Yep. I
have Spartan race in September, so that's the next event that I'll be doing. That's a couple months away, but. So I'll still be running. I'm still going to be logging miles throughout the week. This week I didn't run. I'll be rucking and running as cardio options and lifting. Like I really want to focus way more on lifting nowadays. When I run and stuff like that, it's going to be short. I'll probably still be sticking to like I said, the long runs on Sunday just because I fucking love what they do for me on the weekends and mentally. So and no more than like 10 miles. I'll just be running 10 miles on Sundays. So that'd be cool. And then yeah, it's just continuing to grow. And
I'll be continuing to run myself.
See, you just keep doing the work because it's coming. Sometime at some point the pain is going to come.
I was like, I better pay for it now, otherwise I'm going to pay for it on the day of.
Yeah, I don't want you to go through what the fuck I went through. But
I'm definitely not putting salt in my pocket.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna get some damn salt tablets or something.
I told this guy just next time do pickle juice or something.
Yeah.
Just a little shot of it.
And I think I'm gonna try the whole like carrying Skittles or candy or something. Like I've heard of people doing that, and I should have done something like that. But yeah,
a quick sugar boost.
Yeah. So yeah, man. And then with the brand, we're moving, man. Like there's some stuff coming that we're really close to being able to release something that we've been excited about, but had to make some changes. Some things didn't work out the right way, so we reworked that and we're making things happen. Otherwise, if you're fucking in Washington, we have the Memorial Day softball tournament coming.
Oh yeah.
That's on May 27th.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be out there. We're gonna sell some gear. We're gonna be out there with Team Nation Built softball team. And yeah, we're running the whole tournament.
Are you playing it?
Yeah, I'm playing.
Oh, okay.
I'm playing. And then we're gonna be celebrating 5th year anniversary basically for Nation Built. So May 14th is when we officially opened shop online, and we started selling Nation Built gear. We went live, and we did not know what the hell we were doing at that point. We still barely do. We just keep going. But
that was cool. Too bad that place is not open still.
Yeah, we could go back.
We could have had a reunion party down there.
Yeah. So we're gonna go celebrate out there. 5 years, man. We've been doing this for 5 years, and
it goes by fast.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. This was 5 years ago we started this shit. But yeah, we're gonna be celebrating 5 years at the softball field with everybody selling gear. It's gonna be a good time. So if you're in Washington, come out, celebrate with us. Put your Nation Built gear on. We want all the family together. Mark might make a speech or something like that. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But we'll be out there enjoying the day with everybody, and hope to see you guys out there if you can make it. But yeah, that was marathon weekend. That was Mark's first race. Yeah. That was there's more coming. Just be ready for it. And yeah, we hope this one helped you some kind of way, whatever, adversities coming your way, whatever things that you're going through, keep pushing. I promise you, just keep pushing. You'll get through it. You can get through it.
We're just regular people, just like a lot of people are probably sitting here watching the video.
Obviously, just start. Just where you can start to where you can actually go once you set your mind to making that choice and just setting your mind to the person you really want to be for yourself and for the people around you. Like we talked about, there's a lot of people around you that looked up to you, whether you believe that or not, and you have to be able to be that driving force for them and guide them and show them the example of what it can look like. Even doesn't matter what your past is or what you've done before. You can always go and try to be better and change the script, flip the script. So yeah, thank you guys. Love you. Hope you enjoyed the episode.
See you on the next one.
See you on the next one.